Oh, I'm so sorry guys. This phone is being a right pain and it stops recording again. And every time I go to film I get someone call me. Even though I rejected the call, with O2 I'm on pay as you go. And every time you've done a call or a text it comes up with a balance alert and it's just took that off. Bloody annoying. So I've had to do a part 1 and part 2 to that. So I do apologise. So as I was saying before, this phone stopped recording. What a day it's been today. So I woke up today and someone was calling me from Braintree and I was like, who is that? So I rang it back and it was the newsagents, and apparently I've got 15 issues to collect, and they basically want me to go in and pick it up, and that's like £149 worth. So yeah, I didn't call it back because I know full well that I've got to try and figure out something, because somewhere down the line something's gone wrong and there's like loads of issues and I don't know why they're coming in so quick. So yeah, just trying to figure that out, call some friends to see if I can borrow some money to try and fix it, and yeah, just have to hope and pray. And then so that's been on my mind all day, and then I decided to film the sewing magazine that was supposed to be done yesterday, but this video was taking forever, so I reversed it today. I've done that channel first and then I done Bismarck for the other channel, World of Mike, and I thought, well, if I get them done first then we definitely know, you know, we don't have to rush around getting a video ready, and I'll do the diamond painting in the evening. It happened the other day, and then the next day it just shot up really quick, so I don't know what is causing it. So I've done that, and then I think Amazon come, and then Postman Pack came, and another bloody letter saying that I owe a bill, and I thought, do you know what, I'm just shredding this. I'm not supposed to, but it just gets on my nerves, like they don't leave you alone. So I had one on the 8th of October and then they sent me another one on the 12th, and I'm sort of thinking, well, what makes you think you're going to get paid? Do you see what I mean? So there's ways of doing it, but if they keep sending you letters, it can form a sign of harassment because they're basically harassing you for payment. So yeah, there is harassment to it, and I've said, look, I'm aware of the issue, can you please stop sending letters? It's not going to come any quicker. So, because at the end of the day, whether they're a company or not, that's still harassment. I mean, you've not even given me time to sort the issue. Do you see what I mean? So then I was doing that, and then I got a notification at 2 o'clock from my bank, and it said, you're getting this, it says something to do with British Gas and £35. So I looked on it and it weren't an early pay, because my bank you get paid a day early with the pay early feature, and it didn't say early pay. So I looked on my direct debits and it was not a direct debit, because I've cancelled my direct debit with British Gas because I've got some money issues at the moment and I can't do it this month because my boss hasn't paid, basically underpaid me, and they're refusing to pay my sick pay. So obviously it's all in a court case at the moment to try and sort it out. So I'm a little bit, you know, low on funds. And when I spoke to my bank, I said, look, is this an early feature pay? Because I've cancelled my direct debit, but it's still showing. And she said, I've looked into it and it is definitely an incoming payment. And I said, well, it must be the energy rebate then. And she said, yeah, I've double checked it and it's definitely an incoming payment, but they're doing some upgrades to the early pay feature. So that's why it's not saying early pay. So yeah, this must be the rebate that they're talking about. And I feel very, very disappointed, because they told me, you saw that letter that I showed you, and it said that it'll be took off your, you know, your meter. But what's more concerning is they've given me £35 and it's supposed to be £60, but apparently it's not £60. Whatever amount you pay, so say like you pay £50, you'll get £50 back. So I think that's a bit wrong, and I will look into that, because it's supposed to be, you know, the £60. So I don't know why they've done that, really. But as I said, you only get it in it on 1 metre. And there's this woman on TikTok, she's ever so helpful. She's called Noah Bear or something. I think her name's Noah Bear. And she helps people understand it, and really, really good. So that's coming, and I thought, oh, brilliant, that's a sigh of relief, because I can use that to offset the issues in the shop. Because when you're on a file, they can't just cancel it. They have to give you a week to sort it out. So they can't just automatically cancel it, you know. Money don't come out of, you know, just like that. So I can use that to offset that. At the end of the day, it's a rebate. So it's up to us what we do with it. So, yeah. I mean, originally I would just, you know, I don't understand why they're refunding it. They should just put it straight on the meter, but no. I mean, this is the thing. If you had like a direct debit go out the next day and they've paid that in, well, it's going to get eaten up on the direct debit, innit? But yeah, I thought, well, I can, you know, at least offset £30 worth. So hopefully we can do that. But I'm going to ask and see whether there's a way, like, you can put money on the file so that it takes care of itself, so then I don't have to pay anything each week and just, like, pick them up. I have to ask them about that. But I just hope and pray that we can get through this little mess that we're in at the moment. And it's almost like God was watching. He knew the situation, and it's almost like he was there, and he could see the situation I was in, and he was working his magic, and then all of a sudden you get notified of the British gas rebate. Do you see what I mean? So he always has a way of dealing with things, and he always helps you. No matter what you think of him, no matter what your beliefs are, he loves every one of us, and he will help. And I just felt like he took that pressure away, you know. So that is a bit of a sigh of relief. I just hope and pray that they've still got the issues there, because they can't cancel it straight away. So, and even the woman in there, one of the CS general assistants in there, she said, don't let Sandra bully you, you know, Christmas is coming up and that. And this woman is not the manager. She seems to think she's the manager, and she's not. So really that should be coming from the manager. But when the manager's position was available, I said, well, why didn't you apply for it? You know, you're really good at sort of like sorting stuff, because she's the only original left. All the rest left, and she said it was too much responsibility, she didn't want it. But I'll always remember this time. There was this woman called Jennifer in there, or Jenny, and she always used to go, hiya, and I was like, hi, and she said, what's your channel? She was always shown, like, she always had a keen interest in the part works, and she wrote it down, and her daughter used to watch my channel, and I'm like, does she do, what does she sort of do? And she says she's a YouTuber as well, but she does makeup and all that sort of thing, and she's the same age as me, which is 29, and scary to think that next month I'm going to be 30. Can you believe it? So yeah, big 3-0. Not that it's anything to look forward to. Let me know in the comments if you celebrate your birthdays, or do you treat it as a normal day. So anyway, yeah, she used to watch my builds and that, so it's really interesting. I remember when I used to do the Terminator in there, and this guy, the previous manager, Dan, he was like, oh my god, that looks really good. And I did take the Terminator head in the shop to show them. But yeah, I mean, it's too much to lose, you know. I've got a 70 quid deposit, so I have to try and rescue it, because it's £20 per mag. And I think at the time she could see I was doing quite a lot of magazines, so for the Doll's House she'd done me a tenner on it, so that was pretty good. But you know, the next sort of the next 24 hours is critical because we don't know what's going to be happening. But as I said, they can't just... She said that the process is they call you to let you know, and then after that they give you a week to sort it out, then they call you again, and then if you can't sort it out, they cancel it. So I think they'll be okay for the time being. So yeah. You know, I don't, as I said, I've been doing the file for ages. I started it ever since the Route Master, so I just don't understand what's gone on. Unless Harshette or Menzies are sending more and more in because they know that there's raw mouse strikes, I don't know. But it's just a little bit, you never really, it's got to the point where you don't really know how much you're going to pay each week because you don't know how many come in, because they seem to be coming in faster and faster, and while that's great, it's costing me more and obviously creating a backlog. And it's just a really predicament of a situation. But hopefully we can sort it out and, you know, try and sort it out really. So yeah, it's just one of them situations. Like Fagin really, where he goes, I'm reviewing the situation. Can a fella be a villain all his life? All the trials and tribulation. I think I might go and get myself a wife, and the wife would cook and serve for me the money she would break for me. La 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 la. I think I might get it again. Yeah. I wanted to see the one. I've actually watched it on the show, and it's really good. And I wanted to see the one with Griff Reef. No, Omid Djalili. He's a famous comedian, but I saw the one with Griff Rhys-Jones in it. And out of Omid and Griff, I think Griff was the best one. So yeah. But it is, yeah, it's on my mind constantly. You are always on my mind. See what I mean? I've got a song for every word I say. But yeah, it is. You can't ease your mind because you're constantly worrying in case they're gonna, you know, cancel it. And I just hope and pray that they can do it. But she said on the phone, "Oh, can you call us?" And I'm like, "No, I don't do calling. We really need you to come in." But you know, she can't expect, if I'm working that day, I can't get in. By the time I get back in from Braintree, because I work in Whittam, by the time I get back to Braintree, it's gone 5 and they're shutting. So by the time I get to the shop, they're probably shut. But yeah, so next few days are critical at the moment, but I firmly believe that we can sort it out. I really, really do. I think we'll be able to sort it out. So I'm just sorting my drills out here because they got a bit fell over the thing. But yeah, it's quite nice to see this pumpkin get a bit more done to it. It's lovely. I'm reviewing the situation. Can a fella be a villain all his life? All the trials and tribulation. I think I might get myself a wife, dun dun dun. And the wife would cook and sell for me the money she would break for me. La 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 la. Food, glorious food, we're singing 3 banquets a day, okay, while we're in the mood. La 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 la. Peas, pudding and Savoy, what next is the question? Indigestion, food, glorious food, we're singing 3 banquets a day. Obviously I've jazzed it up a bit. Normally it would go food, glorious food. Oh, look what I got today. I've got to show you this. These are hard to get hold of, but look, squishies, rhubarb and custard. They're really nice. They're very hard to get hold of. They're selling them on Amazon for £1.20 rip-off, because this bag clearly states £1. So And it was on that. This is what annoys me with companies is they think, oh, the cost of living, people's got to pay more, let's whack the prices up. But it was on the news, I can't believe it, Roller World, after donkey's years, it's been there years, I think it's in Colchester, they're closing, they just can't afford the rent. So what they don't understand, this government is whacking everything up, and more businesses are closing because they just can't afford it. The main problem we've got in this country is they don't increase the wages enough. That is what the issue is. If you're going to increase things, you need to increase the wages as well, but they won't do anything until April, because that's the new financial year, you see. So, yep. La 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 lollipop, lollipop, ooh, lollipop, lollipop. Ba-dum bum bum, lollipop, lollipop, ooh, lolly 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 lollipop. Ba-dum bum bum. So yeah, I normally buy. I really fancied like some sweets because all what's going on at the moment, I need some cheering up. So I bought some sweets, and I've just gone off the rails a bit. I've got high blood pressure, and I'm just eating all this crap because the way I deal with, you know, if I'm down and, you know, not feeling right, not necessarily not feeling right, but you know, when you've got a lot on your plate and you're just not really caring or taking much notice, the way I deal with that is I get sweets and watch a movie to unwind from it all, because every day is a new day. You don't know what, you know, every day is different. You'll never get 2 days the same. So while it's been one of them days today, like a stressful day, hopefully tomorrow it's a more relaxed day, you know, but I'm happy I've been able to get more of my painting done because I can smell paint and I don't know why. I've not been painting today, but I'm getting a very strong smell of paint. That reminds me, I need to do more of that painting fairy on my craft channel. I've only just started the craft channel back up. It's had quite a long hiatus because I totally forgot about it until the other day, and I found my panda engraving and I was like, oh my god, I've not uploaded on that for ages. So yeah, I'm going to be bringing stuff like sewing, cross stitch, crochet, that sort of thing. I'm looking into moving crochet, that part work. At the moment there's definitely not going to be a file on that, so that will be just as and when, because I can't really risk asking them. It's not going to look good, is it? Hey, can I set up a new file? No, you've got like £149 worth of stuff to collect. So yeah, I'll probably leave that one to Barry. Buzzer, as we call him. It was a funny night on EastEnders last night. So apparently Alfie's got this fake wedding that I think it was marrying this granny or something. So I don't know what that was all about, but I like him. He's like, all right, darling, like that. He's a lovely guy, Shane. Shane Ritchie. As I said, he used to be married to that bloody Colleen Nolan. Hate her. You know when there's something just about her, you don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. I just don't like her. I think she caused a lot of trouble in Big Brother with that. Was it her and Kim Woodburn? But oh my, Kim Woodburn, she was a right rebel. She was like, she was really having a go at this woman. It was on TikTok and she was going, I don't like you. So yeah, she was proper having a go. I'm going to put that one there. Let's put that one there, yeah. So yeah, she was having a proper rant. And her and, I think there was one called Nicole or Nicola, and they clashed every single time they spoke. They just clashed. But Davina was on there the other day saying that the eye looks really good. But as I said, the next couple of months it's going to be quite nice. And you know, with I'm a Celebrity and that, oh man, I love the Bush Tucker trials. Because one of my acquaintances, Peter Webster, I was telling him that that they put the spider in the mouth, and apparently he told me that they defang them, because I'm like, surely they would bite and, you know, cause toxic venom and stuff. I mean, they must have to take their venom out, otherwise it could kill the, you know, the person. But obviously you've got to remember that these celebrities get paid an awful lot of money, but they don't all get the same payment, like the same pay rate. Like if you've got a famous actor and then you've got like a standard actor like in Corrie, and then there's someone really more famous than that, he's going to get more of the money. So they all, there's one that gets low, like a lowest payment, and then there's one that gets like a really high payment, so they're not all paid exactly the same. But yeah, apparently they defang them, so in a way you're basically killing the spider, because the spider uses fangs to eat. That's how they eat their food, so they're basically an amputee. But yeah, it's pretty good. Lollipop, lollipop, ooh, lollipop, lollipop, ba-dum bum bum. I've got that song in my head now. I also like Pete Burns, you know, the one that goes, you spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. I want your love, oh, 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 I want your love. Oh yeah, and I do love, who's that? Oh, is her name Enya? Oh man, I love that. You know, the one that goes, I don't know how you, but it's like, it's called Blue something, but it's by Enya. Blue Book, is it Book of Stories or something like that? Oh, I could listen to that all day. It's very therapeutic, that. We're getting lowered, guys. Look at that, lovely. Oh my God, there's this really funny man on. He's on TikTok, and he's called the Queen of Scots. No, the Queen of Scotty Roads or something. And just the way he speaks, he's lovely. He's a scouter, so he goes, "Not sure, bloody mates," like that. And yeah, he just makes me laugh. The way he kicks his back leg as he walks off. He's a great guy. Always cracks me up. So funny. I could watch him for hours. I don't know whether he's got his own programme, but he's pretty good at what he does. I'd love to meet him. I'm not sure, bloody mates. Fuck off back to school. Sorry. That was what an actor, they said in Waterloo Road, there was an actor, I think his name was Dylan or something like that, and he went, "Look, I'm not sure, mate. Fuck off back to school." And yeah, and then obviously my sister picked up that I was going school, and she tried to do it. I generally can pick up any accent. I mean, I can listen to someone's accent and pick it up within minutes. But the problem is America is quite difficult. They have various different accents from different, obviously, regions and that. So it's quite difficult to pick up. But I'll never forget this time I was in work. And my boss is obviously Maltese. This was the old one, the one that kept docking wages. And he went, "Could you please put it over there?" And I said, "Okay, then I put it over here." But he never said anything. So I was like, okay, he's not picked that up. But then another time, my other colleague who used to work there, but she moved to a different department, and then she moved back, She only sort of pops back if they need cover. And I spoke in that, and she goes, "Do you watch a game or something? Because you keep picking up accents." And I'm like, "I'm just so good at it." And then she was telling my supervisor, she was going, he's talking and then he just slips into an accent. And she goes, "Yeah, she could be a voice impressionist." But she's very two-faced, because she goes, "Oh, have you been watching I'm a Celebrity?" And then another time she goes, "Oh, I can't stand that programme." And then she's going, "Oh, it was really good how the celebrities were doing last night." And I'm like, you are so two-faced. So yeah, don't give me all the crap saying, "Oh, you watch it," and you don't. See what I mean? Like, so yeah, after this I've just been sorting out the Bismarck. putting all the description in and stuff like that. And yeah, so then I've been doing all of that and just getting that ready really. I've sorted out the craft channel, diamond painting sorted. So yeah, from the 21st it will shoot up to four episodes a day, so it's going to be like something like 10 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 7:30, 10 o'clock, because we are really pushing against time now. And yeah, I mean, each day is different. We might get it a bit further done, but I should have really started doing doubles now, but I can't do that yet because I need to broadcast and tell you that before that, if you get that, so that you're aware. Or you know the one with Enya where she goes, "Who can say and they all be back, la 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 la, la la la." Oh yeah, I've got some really good Frozen ones to do. I've got Pink Olaf I bought quite a long time ago, and then I've got a Frozen one with all of them, and yeah, I can't wait to do that. So, and then I was tidying up my room yesterday because I was like, I'm determined to find this Bismarck piece, which was a train. And then, for anyone who don't know what I'm talking about, Bismarck is a famous German battleship that one of the companies I buy from, you get to build it, and it's a replica, like a model and that. So yeah, and then obviously I'm trying to learn how to do crochet and that, and I thought, well, I'll do a dummy one just to see how I get on, and oh my god, yeah, I need a bit more lessons. So la 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 la, we are the kids in America, everyone is free for America. We are, you know that David Hasselhoff song, the one that goes, what was it? Freedom, la la, we've been looking so long, I've been looking for free. Oh my god, when I've done the Night Rider, there's a video where I'm showing the Night Rider and the lights are flashing, and I put that on and I'm thinking, that's not Night Rider, but because it's not the right Night Rider theme tune, but sort of epic foul there. But yeah, I can still smell that paint. I don't know where it's coming from. Perhaps someone's painting outside, but it's very strong fumes. I remember as a kid that like my parents would paint the room, and we would say what colour we wanted, and then he'd paint it, and he goes, right, you can't sleep in there tonight, we've got to let the fumes you know, evaporate, because you can't sleep in a wet room, you can't sleep in a room that's, you know, with wet paint. I mean, you could get a very sore throat. So yeah, so tonight, what's tonight, Wednesday? Oh no, EastEnders ain't on, damn. Okay, so it'll have to be YouTube then, try and get some more videos done, because I'm almost cleared on the queue. So I haven't even started watching videos on my other channel yet. Just so busy with it. I'm more on this channel, and I think it's because obviously I do painting every day, so I have to upload it every day, so that's probably why. And one of my fellow YouTubers has been doing a nutcracker, and it looks really nice. So I think she says she got it from Fancels, but it's lovely. And two of my fellow YouTubers have done the same painting, so that support my channel. So yeah, I'm definitely got to think about that. And when I get this rebate tonight, I'll be spending. No, I can't spend. I've got to get them issues. No mic. I keep forgetting. Do you know what? Yeah, I used to pay out so much because I'm very transparent. I've got, you know, a spending problem. I always have had it for many years. I just spend and spend and spend. I can't control spending, and I'm quite open to that. And once I spent, I knew it was for a bill, but it weren't, you know, due yet, and I thought, well, I'll spend it and try and figure out something, and the bill went out, and then it stopped the they suspended the PO box, and I don't deal with that anymore because it was just so low usage, and I just got so fed up with people keep saying, oh, we sent you something and we haven't. So I now use a company called Reship, and it's great because you get, the only bit about it is obviously it's a company, so they do have to make money somehow, and you do get charged £5 for every package you receive. But the great thing is I don't have to pay a monthly fee, and I can see what's in. They basically open it before you see it, so you get pictures loaded on your account which relate to the parcel in there, and then they show you what's in it, and then you either say yay or nay, but you can also say right, dispose of it, and that will also waive the handling fee. So it's so much better, and I should have made that choice a long time ago. I just need something to store all the packages because I have so many packages. But yeah, but with the current crisis, some might have to be paused for a while. But I mean, the great thing is with Agora is I can pause it for as long as I want, and I think all companies should do that. So yeah. We are the kids of America. Everybody's free for America. La, 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 la. Or Latanza, you know, the one that goes so some more let's money mamma mia sandra la 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 la. Oh, the one that's sung by Jonathan Alberto. Gee whiz, he's really got some pipes. He really has a fantastic voice. But Pavarotti, what a lovely guy. I used to like the chap on the piano. You could see how much fun he was having. And he was, you know, nodding his head to the music. And James Levine, I think his name was. But yeah, I miss all like the old days. It's not the same. Sometimes it's new stuff is not the same. Like for me, as I was saying the other day with the Route Master, you can never ever replace that. Doesn't matter how much you try and copy, you can never replace the old-fashioned Route Masters. You know, like the RM187 that we're building. The new ones are ugly. And I think the new ones have a back door on, whereas you're not supposed to have a back door on. But what also fascinates me is, you know them buses that have a middle door, how does the driver stop fare evasion? Do you see what I mean? Like, they could just jump on, if there's no conductor on that day, they can just jump on and not pay, and then get off when they want. But I think one of the magazines was saying that they only open that if it's busy and when there's a conductor on or something. So they actually lock that off when there's no conductor. But we have to thank Boris for that, because he's the one behind the new Route Masters. But them bendy buses, they got scrapped, didn't they? They didn't last long. They were awful. Who would come out with something like that? I mean, why would you even want to do a bendy bus? Were they a Mercedes? Were they made by Mercedes or something? Don't know, but la 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 la. La 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 la. I love singing. As soon as I put my AirPods in, I'm singing, and one day I forgot myself, and someone said, "Oh, I like that," and I'm like, "Oh no!" And I was in the shop, and obviously people were looking at me, and I'm like, okay, I've just basically humiliated myself in front of the whole entire shop. So, yeah. Oh. Mamma mia, mamma mia, la 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 la. See, once you get me going, I can't stop singing. Sing, sing, and let the obi ring when the voices of the night go blimey. Sing, sing, and let the obi ring when the voices of the night. That was in a song with Jack Ripper, and I'll always I'll always remember this actor. It was obviously in the line, and she had to go. There was this guy that goes, "Look at her, count her money out, putting each penny in a jar. La 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 la." So what the hell has she forgot? And then she went, every time she came on stage, I think she was playing like an old woman, and every time she came on stage she went, "Oh God, what the hell was that? I thought I saw a ripper in a big black hat was singing, oh God, what the hell was that? The ripper's gonna get you if you don't come back." And all the crew were laughing. It was so funny every time she said it, and the stage manager was taking the mick a bit. He was going, every time she went every time she went past, he would go, "Oh God." I loved working on that. My first show with them was Oliver, and we do get a lot of repeat shows come through, but it's whatever we can get the licence for, because although it's an AMDRAM, which stands for Amateur Dramatics, we still have to be licensed for it. So I've done some amazing shows on there. The Producers, that's quite a funny one. We tied pigeons, plastic pigeons, on this bird box thing, and then someone behind it would move the pigeons up and down on a string. I love all like the behind the scenes things. And one of my actors, Amy, she's in Casualty. And yeah, she's really progressed really well. She's always been very, I went to school with her. She was in the same year as me. She was in the year above me. I was in year 10, she was in year 11, and yeah. Can you imagine that back in the old days, 5 years at school with and then when you get to year 11, it's like, we're free from school forever, and you're in the big world of work, you know, and yeah, it's. But they were saying on the news yesterday that the unemployment rate has been the lowest ever. So yeah, we just need to get as many people working as possible, I think. But yeah, I mean, I did use it. And when we was in year 11, Rick Stone's Academy was getting a new bill, you know, a new school bill, and I thought, are we going to make it into the new school? And we weren't. We didn't get that choice. But Rick Stone's back then, oh my God, the uniform was awful. It was brown, it was like a coffee colour, the school was made of stones cemented on the wall. Seriously, if you look at the old days, it was like these stones on the wall, embedded in the wall. And then we went to a black uniform with blue piping going around the blazer, and yeah, I miss them days. I know it's weird, but could you imagine if everyone did like a big school reunion and it's like, hey, how are you? And I'm still friends with some of the guys now. And I'll have to get my old school photo out and show you when I was in academy. Got that somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where it's gone, but I'll have a look. That's how I got in the army, you see, through my school, because they sent me on an army, not so much the army, but it was like an army training camp thing at Colchester Barracks. It was like a one-day event, and I got stuck up the wall. And I thought, oh my God, I'm humiliated. And obviously back then I was the only one from Rickstone, so obviously when I got my certificate, everyone was sort of like, because Brampton and Rickstones were basically rivals, so it was like, oh great. But some of Brampton did, you know, clap me, and it was quite nice. And then back in school, I won Best Reader of the Year award, and I got a £25 voucher thing. So yeah, it's nice that we're getting this teeth in. Can you see what's happening? We're basically bringing the jaw down and down as each level we do. So yabba dabba do, zippity doo da, zippity yay. My oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine hanging my way. Zippity doo da, zippity yay. And I love opera, you know, like, the Phantom of the Opera is here inside my mind. And I used to get bullied because I had a very high-pitched voice for doing opera, but when you sing opera, that is what it's about. It's about high pitch. So that is what opera is. So yes, what I love most about diamond painting is just the whipping chats. You can just talk about so much stuff. So yeah, okay, I'm coming up to the line now, so I need to try and stop now. So I'm just going to finish this line off and we'll call that session done. Whether I'll get any more today, I don't know, because last night it took a whole hour to get done. So hopefully we can get another block done, but it seems to have really died down now, so... And then last night I was looking at a new broadband deal, because obviously, because of this problem at the moment I've got with my work not paying me. I'm about to lose my contract with my other provider, so, and they won't agree to an extension, so I was like, okay, fine, no, I'll go somewhere else and you can be lumpered with £41, because if, as I said, like, I ain't paying it, no way, hell no. Can't expect to restrict a service and then get paid for it. It don't work like that. If the bill is owed, fair enough, but if you restrict me and then still charge me while it's restricted, I ain't going to do that, contract or not. But anyway, that is that, guys. We've nearly got Terry the pumpkin all sorted out. We've got to do his beard down there. I like the way it's sort of black because it's like a beard and it's like the cats are holding this pumpkin, but this is looking beautiful. Look at that, guys. Lovely, vibrant, aggressive pumpkin there. It really is lovely. I'm really enjoying this. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. I do apologise, it's an involuntary movement, I can't control that. Tap the bell if you want to be notified of all the videos I do. I did not do that intentionally, I promise. And we'll see you again tomorrow at the usual time of 7:30. Bye guys.